from my side, everybody. Thank you for having me always. And Paulina and your team, seeing it's one of the last weeks for the year. There is another one, but thanks to you and your team for always hosting this and helping me in the background that I stay on track. Right, so today is all about from chaos to clarity, how Microsoft 365 Planner can transform your teamwork. As Paulina said, the recording and the slides that I'm using and the handouts and the wording, everything I use, as always, I share with you guys. You can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the movie, hopefully. You are more than welcome to make notes, but you honestly don't have to. Question is, why planner? Why would we need planner in our lives? Imagine if every project in your business has its own digital whiteboard, its own space, its own wrap up, its own summary, whatever you want to call it, where tasks, deadlines, and responsibilities, maybe the biggest one, were crystal clear, all sorted, all available, and everyone stays, as we call it nowadays, on the same page. Everybody knows what the tasks are, when it needs to be done, who is responsible for it. Now, that's everybody in your team, or everybody working on this particular project with you. And we're talking small, we're talking big. It doesn't matter. Even doesn't matter if this is just you working in it. Pardon me. We may have people in the room that are entrepreneurs like myself on your own, having people around you, helping you, and so on. Collaborators, we call them. Pardon me, girls. Guys. But you totally on your own. Absolutely. This is also for you. This is also hopefully, and I'm pretty sure of it, something that you can definitely relate to. Now, having all of this without sending emails around, you must do this. Have you done this? Sending a WhatsApp. This must be done. Check this out. Please remember to add this to the next email. Without doing all of this, there is a Microsoft 365 app included in your business subscription called Microsoft Planner can give all of this to you. And that's what we're going to look at today. All right. There is someone not on mute. It's interesting sound coming from the background. Kindly, guys, just mute yourselves. Now, in Microsoft 365, there is the small baby brother of Planner, which we all have and most probably used before. And that is called Microsoft 365 To Do. And it's a separate app, but it's actually part and parcel of your Outlook. If you have been with Outlook for a while, it was called Tasks in the old days. Then the bigger brother is Microsoft 365 Planner, especially today's topic. Microsoft 365 Outlook, and it's mainly for personal use. The reason why I'm saying personal use is it only lives on your computer. You cannot as easily as with Planner share what you have to share, collaborate with someone, assign tasks, which I'm all going to show you today. Microsoft 365 Planner is an online app, as where Microsoft 365 Outlook is an app that you can open separately, what we call a desktop app. So Planner at this point in time, they may change it. We can only use online, which is absolutely fine, no problem. I'll show you how to use that. You can use it personally as with the Outlook to do, or rather, sorry, to do. You can use it personally, no problem, but it is perfect for collaboration. You and your team are all working on a specific project. I am so extremely sorry. You're all working on a project and you all have to meet all the deadlines. You need to know who is responsible for what. And this is where Microsoft Planner comes in. And an additional benefit of using Microsoft Planner is it's integrated in other 365 apps, which will also show you. You may have heard or maybe used this, especially in the past. It was a very well-known app called Microsoft 365 Project. So where 365 To Do is the baby brother and Planner is the big brother, Microsoft Project is the big brother. And this is not, and I'm just mentioning this because people are confused, have I experienced. This is not part and parcel of your 365 subscription, the project part. You can add it though, but you need to pay separately for that. But guys, to be very honest with you, I have no idea what the extent of your projects are. But my clients and myself, we get more than what we need with Microsoft Planner. The advantage of project is that it has a Gantt chart. Maybe you are familiar with them, which the planner does not have, I must say. But they are, I cannot tell you how can I call it? How many extras, let me put it that way, because that's exactly what it is, has been added to Microsoft Planner the last couple of months. They are really going for this. Maybe they don't want us to use Microsoft Project anymore. But let me carry on. This is on the menu for today, Microsoft Planner. Here it is. The collaboration I talked about is Outlook, which is whenever you um, dot down a task or assign a task or list a task, it will also show up in your Outlook to do, which is lovely because it shows up in your calendar and in your emails if you switch on the pane on the right hand side. Then it collaborates 100% with OneDrive or then SharePoint for those of you who have the larger business applications. SharePoint is also just a bigger brother of OneDrive sharing files. So you can even share that, and I'll show you that as well. And then my absolute favorite is it collaborates with Microsoft Teams, where you can add a tab which shows you your planner, which even makes it more of a collaboration tool all in one place for you and your team. Okie dokie. So the layout. Before I go and show you, what does Microsoft Planner looks like, the look and feel, the interface of it? How does one use it? Well, first of all, you have the plan. That goes without saying. This and that is what you have to do. Microsoft Planner calls it a plan. Of course, it's a planner app, but you can also refer to it as a project. Something big you have to do. Plan a wedding. That's something personal. Plan a specific project in your business. As I said, how big or how small, it just doesn't matter. Then, to organize this plan of you properly, you have like sub plans, if you want to call it that, but planner refers to it as buckets. And then in each and every bucket, you can go ahead and list all your tasks. My mouse is playing around with me this morning. There you go. You can go and list your tasks. So bear this in mind. This is what we are going to work with. The plan is such, the big one. Then the buckets organized in little groups. If you want, you can call it folders. And within the folder, you have all your files, if you can relate to that. That's also a way of explaining it. Then one of the most important things in Planner, there are different views. There's a grid view, I'll show you in a moment. The board view, there's a calendar view, how amazing, because it can show you and it dot all your specific tasks on your calendar. If you work with groups and so on, which we may not touch on today, you can have reports, but it is available there. And then, of course, you can have charts. It's not the Gantt chart, though, as mentioned, but this is lovely, showing you how many tasks are still need to be done, how many are in progress. Guys, this is really just, I find, an extremely interesting or usable application that we have here. Okay, now we're going to look at a practical example for today. And if you don't mind me using, how do we plan this masterclass? So from the minute the idea is born or the need is established, what happens from there up to the end, like today, even beyond today, sharing the recording and the handouts with you. So Planner is going to turn your chaos into clarity. That is going to be our topic, pardon me, that's going to be our topic, that's going to be our goal, that's going to be our big plan. And inside this plan, we're going to do buckets. And inside that, we're going to do and list all the tasks. I'll also show you how it can integrate with Teams, Outlook, the to-do, and OneDrive, or then SharePoint, whichever one you please. Okay, now, as you've seen, the last slide is the one that says thank you for joining and all the contact details and so on. So let me stop my presentation and let me go and share with you. I also have a lovely handout. I'm quite proud of this. Thank you, AI, that I'm going to share with you that can put everything together. I am so impressed with them. And as you can see, Planner, I mean with AI, Planner is right in the middle, and you can collaborate with Outlook, with Teams, and with OneDrive and SharePoint. So this is definitely going to be shared with you. And the reason I start with this is when we do our planning now on how to present or to organize this masterclass, this is going to be one of the attachments that we're going to add to one of our tasks. The task is going to be sent out the handouts, and in the task itself, we're going to add this one pager as an attachment so that everything is together. We don't have to worry at all about that. Right, so that is the one part that I wanted to show you. Then also, I would like to show you the actual, and remember, I share everything with you. Polina will send it out. This is my planning on paper. So whether you write it down, whether you dot it down, maybe that's in the old days how you've done this, the planning that you have with your different tasks that you need, or it was in Outlook, or it can even be in Excel, no problem. That works quite well, but we're going to transform this, and I have it out here in Word so I can copy and paste, which goes faster, and then you don't have to watch me type. It's not a good idea. So I'm going to copy and paste this and show you how I can put this Planner Masterclass A to Z, that's my project, and how I can put it into different buckets. So the first one is to decide and define, and then the content design, then the materials and the visuals, and so on. So for today, I'm not going to I'm just showing you this quickly, but I would like to head over to Microsoft Edge. It can be Chrome, it can be any of the browsers. In Microsoft Edge, I have all my applications open on my Microsoft 365 package. And in here, I can find Planner. There you go. That's how you'll do it. So you'll just go to Microsoft365.com and you'll find your Planner, or if you go to the Copilot, okay, it's not there, unfortunately. It will be over here, but okay, if you go to the, let me just go here, Microsoft 365 Business. Okay, it doesn't show up there. Let me just show you in my OneDrive. On the top left-hand side, you have your app launcher. When you click on your app launcher, you will find this. Just have to go in behind the screen sharing. There you go. You'll find this. You will click on Microsoft Planner, and Planner will open for you. There you go. There you have it. What I have open at the moment, just to show you briefly, is a marketing campaign plan or project. These are my buckets. It's actually so straightforward. Bucket, bucket, bucket. And if I scroll to the right, oops, there aren't any more buckets. Here is my share button. I can even set this up all by myself and then share it with whoever I want to share it with. Or the ideal is that everybody has Planner open on their screens. Everybody can collaborate at the very same time and assign tasks to whoever needs to have it. Over here, or to do it, pardon me. Over here, you have your board view. So if I can just quickly take you back, if you don't mind. Just want to take you back to the views. There you go. Your grid view, your board view, your calendar view. Here they are. Your grid view, board view, calendar view, the reports, and the charts. So if we have a look at the charts, this is what it will look like, showing you how many tasks are left, how many tasks are completed, how many tasks are priority, not started, in progress, late, completed. And it also shows you the different buckets over here, and it shows you the members. Now, I have a little bit of a problem because on my domain, sca.co.za, I'm the only one on that domain using Microsoft 365. I have collaborators though, but they have their own domains, which means when I'm going to assign tasks, I can only assign it to myself. So please just bear in mind, you will be able to assign it to your colleagues. And that's why it only shows one person in this project. So I have to do everything, which is actually not true. Because if we're going to look at our plan for today, our example, which is going to be our planning this masterclass, Paulina and so many people are involved here and in the background and wherever else for today doing the background technical, and we need to list all of that. I'm not going to list every single task though. I will skip some of them, and I won't also maybe even won't allow to specify every task, but we'll read through them so that you get the big picture. So here's the grid view that's also absolutely to your liking, which will list all the tasks and will show you over here. Let me just expand that a little bit, the bucket that it is in. So let's go back to the board view. Creating the content for my marketing campaign, design and media, visualize, get the visualization ready, email and social scheduling, schedule weekly reminders. These are all my tasks. Launch the day tasks, they are they. This is just a very brief indication, but what I would, just to show you, there aren't any tasks showing on my calendar because this was done a long time ago. But when we start assigning and specifying tasks, I can show you that much clearer. So these are the views, and you're going to use the view whichever one you would like to use. Just quickly showing you another marketing campaign, another plan that I have. but we're going to use this plan, and we're going to start off with a brand new plan. Plan a masterclass. I'm going to copy this as my my plan name, my header, my project name, whichever one you want to call it. On the top left-hand side, it says create a plan. That's exactly what I'm going to do. But Paulina, I'm just going to pause here. Are there any question that I may answer now or will be added later on? If you can just check for me.
So there's one question from Samantha that asked, can we access Planner from a personal account? So Musa did respond to say it's from a business standard and
Yeah.
pro. So if you can
Yes.
confirm that.
No, it's not pro. You can have it in your basic business, in your standard business, and all the others, enterprise and so on. But unfortunately, not in Microsoft 365 Personal or not in Microsoft 365 Family. So this is definitely a business thing. When you have your personal and family plans on Microsoft, you have your to-do in Microsoft Outlook. So let me just go and show you that while we have the question. Here it is. This will then be your to-do list that you can have part of your Microsoft Outlook. So it still caters for tasks and grid view and list view and so on. How far is it completed? So there's a couple of these tools part of your to do in your personal plans. But what we are looking at, let me just get rid of that. Oh, my goodness, these tools are in my way. So let me just move it a little bit to that side. Part of your planner is that you can collaborate, that you can have the buckets, that you can assign tasks to colleagues. Yes. Okay. I hope that answers the question. Sorry, it's not a positive one, but you can reach out to me that I can maybe assist you moving across, or what the costing is and which one you can choose. Please feel free to reach out to me. My contact details is on the very last slide. There we go. Create a plan. I've already copied the plan name, the project name. You can choose from, oh, this is lovely. You can choose from different templates. Look at them over here. Marketing, study, campaign launching, learning plan, SWOT analysis, research report. Oh, this is a good one. Go and have a look at this. Employee onboarding. So you're planning on having a new person part of your team, and how you can plan properly to get this person on board. From the moment you decide we need a new person for the job, up to the point where the person is now, hi, welcome for on his first day or on her first day. So that will give you a guideline. That's what a template does on how to plan that. Then there's also a business planner. How do you plan a business? And here it is. Go have a look at that. Those are templates that you can use. But for today, as always, I like to start with a basic plan because I would like to start totally afresh, use my own buckets, my own task list, and everything that goes with it. So once you click on create a plan, you can choose the basic plan or any other one that you please. And on the bottom right-hand side, create the basic plan. Gives you a little bit of a preview on the right-hand side, what it can look like, but I already gave you a preview of that. Now you're going to enter the name of the project. So I've copied it already and I'm pasting it. How to plan a master. I'm planning a masterclass, not how to. I'm busy planning a masterclass from A to Z. And now we can, okay, you can share this with the group, but we can also do this later. Group meaning there's a specific group in your business, but that doesn't need to have to be done. You can assign tasks to individuals in your. Now let's go and create the basic plan. It's going to take a couple of seconds. There you go. Depending on which template you choose. That's why I prefer to use the basic plan. On the left-hand side, I didn't mention this on the introducing the interface to you. On the left-hand side, all your specific day tasks will be listed here. So it will be pulled through with AI, of course, on what are the tasks for you for the day, what are your specific tasks in general that needs to be done. Now, what I mean by that is, once you start planning and tasks are assigned to you, all your tasks will be listed here. And over here, it will just be the tasks for the day. That's the difference between those two. Let's go have a look on my Microsoft Word document that I'm sharing with you. Let's go and set up all the buckets, which means all the categories of how I have to plan this. Remember, we're planning this masterclass. Decide and define. So it's the first day we decide we want to host a masterclass on showing people how to use Planner and what the benefits are for them. So that's going to be my first bucket, and you can call it whatever you want. So here we go. At the first bucket, it even asks me, if you don't want buckets and you just want to go for a list, be my guest. Then you start over here. But we're definitely going to do buckets because we need to be as organized as possible to be able to assign it, and everybody knows exactly what needs to be done. Because not everybody is going to be part of every category that there is, every group of things that needs to be done. So I just paste it there, then I don't have to, there we go, there it is. The first bucket is to do, but I'm going to remove that because I don't want that. I don't have a to do. That is summarized on the left hand. And my to do is all my tasks. It's just there as a starter bucket. If you don't use buckets, then everything is to do, the list that needs to be done. So that's my first bucket, guys. As you can see, this is so straightforward. My second bucket, I just want to get some structure on this, is how we're going to design the content. What are we going to share with you? What needs to be done, and so on. But we look at the details in a moment. So we're just going to add another bucket. There we go. Press enter. And it immediately prompts us if we want, we can have another bucket. So let's just quickly do that. I just have to toggle here between all the different apps. That is how we're going to create the PowerPoint show, do the demo, the marketing plan that I've just done, do all the handouts, and not do your plan it, make it, get it ready. And here we go. We're going to add the next bucket there. And I think we only have 2 left. I don't want to do too many because, of course, every bucket takes some time, but we need the structure because we said it's going to be from A to Z. Then we need to do the promos and the sign up, and this is where Paulina and the team comes in. They send out the emails to everybody. They get the sign ups, they get the registrations, all that. But let me just don't go ahead with everything. It's only, oh, there are 3 more, but let's do them. Rehearse and set up. This is my task. You need to do that. Now, in my previous life, I trained people even before PowerPoint, even before the computers. Oh, giving away my age. But in my previous life, I trained people how to make speeches. And in there, the rehearsing, now that I see that, to rehearse, I always said to them, you have a 90% win before you even start talking to people. 90% win, because the preparation, getting everything ready is crucial. Now the actual delivery, now the proof is in the pudding here. Can I live up to my rehearsing? That's today. The delivery is today. And last but not least, I think, the follow-up. Because it doesn't end here. We promised you all sorts of handouts and the recording. So after you leave today, we still have a little bit of work to do. Actually, it's more of Paulina's task here because I already shared everything with her. First for me today, but everything is in place, Paulina, unless I promise everybody that I will send this and add this and so on, which I often do. Here's my structure. This needs to happen. So this is my main task, Planner Masterclass. This is my main project, my main plan. And then I have, if you want to call it, sub plans. Everyone has its place. So how do I do this? As you can see, this is also going to be quite straightforward. So now let's talk through this. And I won't add all the tasks because that is definitely going to take too much time, but I share this with you. You can go through this. So first of all, when we decide, when the idea comes to mind, when the need is discovered, we have to define the goal or the topic. What is it? So we're going to say we want to show, confirm the goal. So let's just do that. Okie dokie. And let's add that, wrong one. Let's add this to my decide and define bucket. So I just click on add, I paste it over there, and then what is the due date? Right, so today, it's today. We decide to, we have to look at another masterclass. So guys, everybody go, think about it. By tomorrow, we need to get the input from everybody. We don't need to go on another meeting, Teams meeting. We don't need to email, definitely not. So what is going to happen? Here we can do assign the task to everybody or just those people who are responsible for helping us think what is the next topic going to be. Okay, I know we already have the topic plan and plan, but the masterclass is planner. So we've already decided that. As I warned you guys, I can only choose myself every time. So I'm going to have so many tasks. But there you are. In this first category, we have, I'm just checking the time, confirming the goal or the topic, then if you want, the due date, and who is responsible for this. I can add another task. This is then my second task. Just going to show you a couple. Define the target audience. There you go. Define the target audience. I have to put it over there. The due date is going to be also tomorrow. We have to decide who we want to do this with, and I assign this to myself. And I can carry on like this for absolutely ever. Choose the format. Is it going to be online? Is it going to be in person? How are we going to present this? If it's not something that you have to decide, because lately everything is online, we just can skip this task, but let's just do this task. There you go. Now, as you can see, it unfortunately order the task in. That's also something we have to do tomorrow, although, yeah. And this is also, unfortunately, Caroline that has to do this, poor girl. As you can see, it organizes it into, this is actually going to be my first task. Okay, define the goal. Oh, it doesn't want to move. Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right. I'm not going to. Why is this now? Okay, I have to do it a bit slower. Define the format. Okay, I just have to press enter, I think. This is weird, but okay. Confirm the goal. My goodness me. Okay, let me carry on. We can organize the sequence of this. So these are the tasks that needs to be done. But when you click on a task, let's say define the target audience. Now, target audience makes a lot of sense to us. This is what needs to be done. But on my planning on paper, I have, is it going to be team leaders? Is it going to be professionals using Microsoft 365? What is it all about? So I can even have as much detail as I want. Remember, we're sharing this now with everybody. They may not even be present at the meeting. They may be, maybe I'm doing all the planning and then assign tasks to everybody. That's also fine. But I need to give them as much detail as possible because they may not know what I think of being part of the task, define a target audience. So what I can do as well is I can click on this task and it opens up a brand new world for me. And here are some space for notes. So this is what people needs to consider when we decide who the target audience is going to be. And I may even add example. Oh my goodness, what is going on now? Oh my goodie. Let me just see. Oh, okay. Just going to say examples only. Because I don't want people to think those are the only target audiences they can choose from. So I'm just giving them an idea. Here is my attachment that I'll use later. Have you started yet? No. What is priority? Definitely quite urgent to get us a topic on this. The start date is today and the due date is tomorrow. So there you have it. Does it need to be repeated? Not at this point in time. Which bucket? Yes, it is in this bucket, but I can even now change my mind and move it to another bucket, which will be totally ridiculous. Add steps to complete this task. So you can even have detailed steps on every single task. How cool is that? Show in board view, that's not necessary. I can just toggle between all the different ones. And here is type a message. I can even start conversation with my team. So I'm just going to close this. And here we have it. Define the target audience. Everybody can see that this is quite an urgent task that needs to be done. This is my due date, and over here is who it is assigned to. So when you register Microsoft 365, you get a little picture that you can add, or it's going to be your initials or whatever else the case may be. Right. As you can see, and I will add it a little bit later as well, these can be all my other tasks. So it's literally click on the task, define the task, set the due date, assign it to someone. And if you on your own in the business, you don't have to assign it really. And then once that is done, you click on this and you have so many more things that you can do. Okay, so I would like to just skip to, if you don't mind, I just want to skip to design the handouts. I just want to show you that part because this is really not necessary for me to go through every single task and list it, because you guys can just pick it up from the very first one. Share the recording. Okay, and send a thank you email with all the handouts. So I'm going to add this task, tell you why. Now, this is in the very last follow-up. I'm going to add this. This is my task. The due date is then going to be, okay, let's say the presentation is next week, Thursday. Let's say. So that needs to be done let's say the presentation is the 24th. So on the 25th, I need to send out the thank yous and the handouts, and of course the recording can go with that. I'm going to assign it once again to poor Caroline, and then click on the actual board because it's in the board view at the moment. Okay, I just need to press enter. My goody. Let's just go back here. Right, why is this not forming a proper? Sorry guys, it looks like I have not really assigned it. Let me quickly do this. 25th, assign it to Caroline. There you go. Add a task. Okay, that will add a new task, but that's the only way for now I can get this board view. I'm going to click on this. So then this is going to be, is it medium? Is it low? Is it that sometimes is not really that applicable? Has not yet started. Set the start date. That also not applicable today. the due date is the more important part for this specific task. It's going to be in the follow-up. Yes, I can make some notes here also, but the one I want to show you that I haven't done yet is add an attachment. So the attachment I can add, and I have the attachment going to do it from now. Why doesn't it want to go from the device? That is quite interesting. Link to a file or a website. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure why it doesn't want to, because I would like to go to my OneDrive, which I have here. I have already put it in my OneDrive because I was actually done it this way just in case it doesn't want to add it. Okay, so this is one thing I haven't checked, to be very honest with you, that because I'm so used to that it happens, because it just shows you what was one of the tasks that I need to do. Be prepared, rehearse. So obviously I haven't done that the way it should be. So let's just go back. Okay. Oh man. Uploaded. The task must be in the shared plan. Okay, okay. All right. Okay, that's the thing. It must be in a shared plan. So let me just go and share the plan and add the group. I'm just going to, and I must be very careful. These are all my teams that I have, and I'll show you in a second. So I'm just going to share this with, now I have to be very, very careful, that one. Share it with the group. So I'll come back to that in a second. Time is going to run out on me, but luckily I don't have to show you everything. Close this. Now let me try again. Right, add the attachment. There you go. Hi, goodness me. Add it from your device. Oh, goodness me, this can be quite stressful, guys. Okay, there you go. Show how important rehearsing is, eh? Seeing that we are planning a masterclass. Go to that, and this is the one that I showed you that I can add to my planning already at whichever point in time. And then I have it ready. Nobody needs to say, but just please email me that. Have you done this? Everything is part and parcel of Microsoft Planner. There you go. So the attachment, and it shows even there, the attachment is already there. All you have to do here is just go to all your different tasks, guys. You will know what they are and add it to every single bucket. Now, let's go and have a look at the calendar. There you go. It is already plotted all the tasks on my calendar for me. And you can only you can only do this. There's a week one, there's a week view, and you can also do it in a month view, which I think is a little bit better, showing today's date and whatever needs to be done. So that was over 2 days starting today. Now let's have a look at the charts. Now the chart is only going to show me 3 tasks left because I've only listed 3 tasks. One is urgent, and yeah, 2 of them is medium. It's exactly what I have stipulated. So let's go and have a look at the grid view. This is the grid view with the task name. Who is it assigned to? What is the start date? So it's always a good idea to do the start date. I haven't done that. Start date, they're all today, which I can even do here. Let's do that. Let's do that. There you go. And the due date is tomorrow, and the other due date is next week, where I have to send everything out. These are my buckets. Let's just make some space over here. And I haven't started with any of those, which is not true. Let me go and change that. So here I'm going to go to my confirm the goal. I have done this today, and I am in progress with that, or I am in completed it today, which is actually true. There you go. And then on this task, that's a completed task. Did you hear that beep sound? It put it into completed task. So let's have a look here. There it has changed. Just immediately changed it. Cool. So let's now go to report. So reports will also show. Not a good idea, Caroline, with the time allows. Okay, I'll come back to that. So here are the different views, my grid view, and it even shows me that task is complete. Everybody in the team, or then you, will be able to see it. It shows you that it is completed. Okay, labels. I can maybe add a slide on labels and not talk about that now. Because what I would like to go and show you is the magic of the collaboration. So if we go to my to-do list, all my tasks, it should all be showing here, but that is my, let's just not go there now, because that confirm the goal. There you go. There it is, today's one, together with all my other tasks. This is in the app To Do, which you can also access on Outlook, which is more of an individual one. It's showing your tasks. Then, if we go back to our planner, and we would like to share this with my team. Now, those of you who use Teams will know that you can add, let me just get that out of the way. You can add different teams to your Microsoft team. Here are all my teams. So I have a team for each and every group that I train or that I work with. That's why it looks so many and is a little bit, is quite a lot. So one of them is the Clinic with Purpose, Elmarie and her team. So I'm just going to use this to add it here. As I said, when you work with teams, then you're going to also work here in one place. So instead of toggling to Microsoft Planner, which is also now so convenient, having it here on the sidebar, but the beauty of this, and I absolutely love it, and you can do it, by the way, with different apps, is in this Teams channel that I'm here, that I am in at the moment, that show you all your different meetings. It shows you your recordings and all the different files that you upload. There are notes that you can make, documents, but there's a plus. And on the plus, you can add the app. And on the app, you can add Microsoft Planner. And there are many more. You can go through them. Forms is also one of my favorites. There's your Microsoft Planner. Click on Save. And here you can have create a new plan or add an existing plan. How cool is this? All in one place. So I even hope those of you not using the business version of Microsoft 365 is now convinced. I mean, I'm on my own and I use the business version. It is just what it can do for you is just out of this world, honestly. Talk to me about the pricing. I don't sell it though. I can just help you to plan which one is going to be best for you. Okay, so now, oh, it's not for this team. Unfortunately, I chose another team. So let me just go back. It was just okay. It was in, oh, now I have to find it quick. It was in, okay, I can search for it. I think it was in training. Oh, there are so many in training. Oh, no, 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 no. Sorry, let me just keep calm. Let me go back and see if I can quickly pick up who I have shared it with. I can, for the life of me, not remember now who I have shared it with. Let me see if I can pick it up here. SCA training. Oh, thank you. Guys, if you're in a little bit of a flat spin, somehow those type of things you can't remember SCA. SCA. So let me just go back underneath there. If SCA, yeah, I see, I thought it was SCA training. Whew, yeah, you see, this is, I chose one that has so many, oh goodness me, they're all in train on part of training, SCA training. Okay, you just have to, I am so, just see, okay, I have a little bit of time because there's not a lot more I want to show you. SCA training. See, they're all training, all of them. Okay, what I can try and do rather quick, let me rather go and do this. and just go and share this with another group. I don't think I'll be able to do this right now. Okay, so that is a private group. Maybe that was the problem. Okay. Let me just think of another team that I have done it with. Thinking now so fast on that planner. Oh yeah, I know which one I have. It's not confidential. So that was just training that I've done for them. Um, was this my planner? Yes, yes, yes. Here it is. So here it is. There's another, this was just a training session, so it's not confidential. This is one of my teams. Oh, I'm so happy. This is all my posts, all my meetings and everything. And here is the planner that I try to add there that I can add, that I have added here to show you what it looks like. Right, so there we go. So we can integrate this with the planner, with your Microsoft 365 Outlook, with your OneDrive, as I showed you here, uploading stuff, with your SharePoint, and you can do it with a site there that you share. And my favorite is having this with Microsoft Teams so that you have everything in one place, because that's what it's all about lately. Okay, what else can I show you in Planner? I think that was about it that I wanted to show. This is my master class. There you go. Deadlines, what is completed. If you change this, you can even change it in the grid view. That is in progress. If you go back to your chart, you'll see the difference there. Um, and you can immediately see which tasks. If you point to it, it even shows you that as well. What is in progress, what is completed. Here are the buckets. So it looks like I only worked on define and decide, and also on the follow-up. I still need to add all the tasks, which is absolutely true. Not started is the purple. In progress is the darker purple, and completed, because I've already decided on a topic, is on the completed part. It's just Caroline, Caroline all the way. But you can imagine having all your team members to collaborate with them. It will show you how many tasks they have. And that can also um, um, warn you to maybe some people are just overloaded with tasks. Maybe it's supposed to be that, maybe it is not. All right, so I showed you a little bit on this, how to do it, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to do this on your own. Once you assign, I just want to stress this point. Once you assign this, it will send an email to that person if they're not in the room, that the task has been assigned to them. And they can just go and open Planner and everything will show exactly as it's showing on your side. Okay, Paulina, I'm going to stop sharing and maybe check if there's a question.
There's a few questions.
Oh, my goodie. Okay,
Hopefully.
let's see.
A nurse asked, she's looking, or sorry, they are using Outlook version. They're saying, I'm using classic version in the new Outlook version. Wait, I'm using classic version. The new Outlook version, which one's more practical if you compare the two?
Yeah, there's not really, but the classic version is the one that we always use. Everybody's used to that. But the new version, I find, caters much more on visibility, where you list all your tasks. Yes.
Okay,
Right,
thank you.
let's
Then
see.
Koketsu was asking, can you transfer your plan to MS Projects in the future when you
Yes,
notice that the plan is becoming too big?
absolutely. Yes, you can do that.
Okay.
Definitely.
Owen has asked, can one share tasks with people in other organizations that use Teams?
Yes, if you add a team in Microsoft Teams and you add them as members, yes, you can do that. Yes.
Great.
But it needs to be specified quite clearly, I must just say. So if it doesn't happen immediately, there is something that needs to be tweaked on that.
Okay. Yeah, and there's a nice comment from Anna to say that you're the master of masterclass. Always making training so
Thank you
easy.
so much. Thank you.
Then
Oh yeah, thank you. There's some people who shared the pricing.
yes, but there's a comment later that says that the rates are incorrect. So I think
Yeah.
they pulled it from
Oh,
AI.
I see
So
there. Yeah, it's a bit small. I can't see properly. Guys, reach out to me. I will send you um there's no option for time limit duration. Yeah, well, the time limit, the time limit will be set on your due start date and due date. That will give you the 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 duration of the task. As you can see, yeah, I don't think I'm going to share it again. When you looked at the calendar view, the one task I have starting today due tomorrow, so it showed you the duration over 2 days there.
okay, so it's more about date, like a deadline date, than the
Yes.
task, the time that it took you to do the task
Yeah,
specifically.
but the duration will then be set there. Yeah.
Okay. Then Tlantla was asking, can Microsoft Planner be used only on laptops or can you use it on the app?
You mean on your mobile? I'm not, I think it is an app on your mobile. Let me just check here on my um the To Do is an app. Yes, Planner is an app. Yes, Planner is an app. Just bear in mind where the logo is like purpley on the desktop. I don't know why they have not updated it. On the app, it's a greenish one on the computer on the cell phone. It there is a difference in the logo, but it's still exactly the same. As long as you search for Microsoft 365 Planner, then you will find it. But guys, please reach out to me. I can quickly just send you a screenshot or whatever you need to have.